Okay, this is another World War III update. My World War III updates, if you haven't noticed, are different than others on the web. Mine are focusing on tensions between Israel and Egypt because, well, I think Scripture teaches that that's where World War III begins, as a regional war between Israel and Egypt, uh, probably with an initiation by, in some sense, a provocation on the part of Egypt. Now, in Approaching Armageddon, Disaster, War, and Persecution. That's the book that I wrote and published last year, early in the year last year. That's why I argue that. But either way, that's sort of the strategy that I'm following. So let's go ahead and take a look at some new news. It's really interesting. Okay, so quickly, here we go. About a month ago, on I guess February 21st, 2012, IDF forces find powerful explosive device on Israel-Egypt border. Israeli forces identified man who smuggled bag across border and fled the scene. Bomb squad subsequently disposed of the bomb. So you see, there's tensions already escalating at that point, or some worries. Exchange of fire along Israel-Egypt border. This was revolving around concerns that another person is bringing in these explosives from Egypt. Uh, okay, so this was just March 27th. Then, a couple days ago, a rocket hits Israeli tourist town. I mentioned that in the last video that I uploaded, and you can read about that. Just Google this title if you want. Simple enough. It's a rocket fired from Egypt, in particular the Sinai Peninsula, right there. Comes slammed into the Israeli Red Sea resort. Okay, now today, Israel finds dud rocket near Eilat. I think I pronounced it. That's the same resort city that the other missile struck, which indicates there were two missiles fired, or rockets fired, excuse me, not missiles. Now Israel is threatening to strike militants. This is today as well. Strike militants if Egypt fails to secure Sinai. Egyptian officials say recent rocket attack on Eilat, along with Egypt's denial that it was fired from the Sinai, have created a tension that puts the peace treaty at risk. Okay, which makes sense, right? Who knows where the rocket actually came from? But the idea is, if it came from Sinai, Israel says, "Hey, secure Sinai." Egypt, which is now governed by people that aren't very friendly to Israel, is saying no, we didn't come from Sinai, which also indicates that Egypt's not going to do anything to prevent it from happening again, if in fact it came from Sinai. And so Israel is now threatening to strike these militants in Sinai, which would, of course, escalate tensions quite a bit. Okay, that's the sort of thing that could lead Egypt to respond with an all-out attack eventually, once the military council is no longer in control of Egypt, but the new president and the very Islamist parliament takes over. Okay, so that's the quick update. All right, all these things are happening. You can almost find something daily that indicates the escalation of tensions between Israel and Egypt, and it's a remarkable thing. And God will be glorified in how all of this comes down. Okay, so make sure you're right with God. Turn to Christ. Have a good day.